Perik Yud, chapter 10.
Of Nefesh Hahaim.
Nefesh Hahaim, and we're right now doing the Zohar in Vayakhel.
On February 2nd, February 1st.
Okay, so maybe I should start over briefly here.
Yeah,
okay.
Sure.
So Tefilato Shel Adam He Avodat Haruach. Okay, so the prayers of man are the service of the spirit. Okay, He Omedet Bisodot Elyonim. It stands in the lofty secrets, we said. Okay. Uvinei Adam einam yodim shetefilato shel Adam bokaat avirim. Okay, so man does not know that the prayers of man, and this is where we got up to, split the air, it looks like, or the environment maybe. Bokaat avirim. Uvokaat Riki'im. Oh, the Rakia is the firmament. If I can pronounce it right, it's in Breshit, and
Right.
splits the. I guess that's also sort of the heavens, the firmament.
Right. These are sort of like heavenly gateways, and they need to be split, so to speak, and penetrated to allow the tefillah to ascend up to Kadosh Baruch Hu.
Okay. And let's see, Pochaat Pitachim, and opens all the doors, I guess, and the Olah, and raises up above.
Olam Allah, and then it ascends upwards. The words of tefillah, I remember that there's, I think it's a Gemara somewhere, maybe it's in Tainus. It says that
Hello, how are you?
right, we know that there's a number of rakim. There's a number of firmaments up in the world, in the worlds, all the olamot. And the Gemara says over there that it would take to get from one firmament to the one which is above it takes 500 years.
Wow.
I don't know if that's talking about if he's going, if he would be going on a wagon or something like that, or a donkey. But it's a long way. In any case, it's a long way. And so when we think about the tefillahs that we say, have to ascend up to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, so Kadosh Baruch Hu can receive the tefillah, and he could accept the tefillah, and hopefully answer it, the tefillah. And so when you think about how far the words of tefillah have to travel, and they have to go up and ascend, it's totally mind-boggling. Just
oh, sorry. What gate? What gate we in?
Gate 2, chapter 10.
210. Okay. Gate 2, chapter 10, first part, or not just?
No, it's more towards the end, Alan.
Okay.
Look for the prayer of man. You see, the prayer of man stands in the service, the spiritual service, something like that.
Patachas psachim, bakas rikiim, v'salka li'ilah. And it's ola lamala. Okay. So that's the Zohar and Bayakel.
Right.
That's Slosa de Barnash, the tefillah of Bnei Adam. Barnash is Bnei Adam.
Oh.
I guess Nash is probably derived from the word Enosh, which is another word to describe a human being.
Wow. Well, it's not the Yiddish to snack, nosh.
Oh, no.
No, but it's similar, I guess.
And maybe that's what he does because that's what a person does.
Uh-huh.
It's an usher. Okay. And now, I guess we'll go to the next one.
Which is what? Parashat Et Hanan?
Ayin now he just says, he doesn't, he just says, go take a look over there. And if this is the pagination, Ayin base.
Oh.
Take a look, but Ayin base over there. Okay. Daf, and then he says the daf number. Yeah, whatever it is. I'm not really sure 100%. But he has some words after he tells you what Mara Makom is, and the words start with Noraot Niflaot.
Oh,
those are his own words, I believe.
Hold on, because I have a little different. Du v'sha'at tefillah. Let's see. Niflaot inyan. I guess I don't have the Hebrew for that.
I have a spot that says the Zohar, a man's prayer or the service of the soul. Is that too far?
Yeah, that's right where we are, I think.
Okay. That's what I got. In the Zohar, Vayachal, 201a, man's prayer, the service of the soul, manifesting in the supernal secrets, and men don't know that a man's prayer splits the skies and splits the heavens, open doors. Is that it?
Yep, you got it. Keep going.
Very good.
Okay, and splits the heavens, open doors, and descends upwards, and refer to the second folio there, and on page 202a, and the beginning of the second folio. Awesome and wonderful is the matter of how each and every word of the prayer ascends. And at the beginning of Parshas Va'ankanan, and during the time, all of these words that come out of a man's mouth during the prayer, all of them ascend upward and split the heavens until they arrive and are crowned.
Oh, Miss Atre.
Wow. Split the heavens and are crowned. Wow.
And then it says, and with his voice of this lower world, he arouses the supernal voice, the great voice mentioned in the Zohar, and it's written in a few places in the Zohar, that prayer goes up in order to draw blessings from the depth of all, and that there's the great voice, and that what is written in Bereshit, the voice of Jacob's voice, and the voice of a man's prayer arouses a corresponding great voice. And therefore the sage expounded on the verse in she raised her voice against me, therefore I hated her, and they stated this is an improper leader of the communal prayer, and if And if to say that only his voice is present, but his voice doesn't also cause the supernal voice to be aroused and to join him. And when it says she raised her voice against me, it means just that voice alone, and it continues therefore. And this is what the text states. And Hashem has emitted his voice before his army. And for this reason, even though our surges call the matter of prayer service using the heart and mind, we talked about that before, right? The heart and mind. Even so, we learn from the text of Chana that one is required to enunciate with one's lips. So I'm up to gate 2, chapter 11.
Wow, yeah. Tzarik yachtoch. Okay, bisfatav.
I just have the English.
Right, okay. No, it looks like it.
Yeah, that was the place.
Okay. You want me to continue to read?
No, we're gonna try to understand what the words that you read so far. They're basically we got to go over that again. See if we can get something out of it. But yeah, you got the place. That's what we're talking about. Okay, so yeah, the first thing we talked about today was how the words of the tefillah ascend, and they go through all the different skies and this and that and the other thing in order to ascend. Okay, and now we come up to the place it says V'huma orer b'kolo delasata esakol ha'elyon kol hayadua b'zohar. One second. Yeah, this was the part that wasn't so understandable.
Oh yeah, the great voice, yeah.
Ma'orer b'kol delasata, he awakens with his voice, delasata, below, esakol ha'elyon, the voice above. Kol gadol hayadua b'zohar. It's a great and mighty sound, a kol, as is known in the Zohar. Okay. Kamashikosa bekama makomos. The Zohar, like it says in many places in the Zohar, the salosa salka lamshacha berchon ma'umka dekala. Who kol gadol.
Recovers that. That's
Salosa is the prayers. Solka, they ascend. Lam shacha, to draw. Birchan, their blessing. Me'umka, from the depths. The kala. Now this word kala is, who is that referring to? Kala, who's the kala over here? Who kol gadol, and that is the great kol. Not sure what this kala word is over here. That's what the Zesh Kosav Hakol Kol Yaakov. Now he darshans the pasuk in the Chumash when Yitzchak Avinu, when he felt his son Yaakov, and he said the kol, the sound, the words I hear and the sound that they're being said is the sound of Yaakov. V'yadayim de Esav is the other part, but the hands, because he went in with the goat skins on his hands, so he should feel hairy like Esav was. Yadayim de Esav. Shalakol tfilas ha'adam misorer lu'umaso hakol ha'elyon. Okay, so basically the idea is that the call of the tefillah of a person down here in this world has the power to be ma'orer, to awaken the kol ha'elyon, something which is called the sound upstairs, the voice upstairs. L'chein darshu razal. Oh, and this is a Gemara in Tanis. Al pasik nosna alai bakola al kain sanesi v'omru zeh shliach sibor she'enoi hagun. They darshan from a pasuk in regard to a chazan, a shliach sibor, who is not doing properly. Eno hagun. Rotzalomar she'ein nimsa rak holo levad. What's it mean that he's a chazan who is davening improperly? She'ein nimsa rak holo levad, because the only thing that there is over there is his voice. He may have a very nice voice, but there's nothing behind the voice. And what we're saying over here is that the prayer is the avodas haruach. It's the service of the spirit, which means what comes from the inside of the person. It's the service of the heart and the service of the mind, not the service of the lips. That's just called lip service. So you don't want a chazan who is just giving lip service. Nipsarak kolo levad, velo goram kolo leorer gama kola elyon imo. And that type of a chazan with that voice that has nothing inside himself behind the exterior voice is not going to awaken the kol elyon that it has the capability of doing if it would be a tefillah haguna, if it would be a proper tefillah, which is accompanied by more than simply a voice. It's accompanied by the heart and the mind of the person who's focusing on the words that he's saying. Zeh shekasav nosna alai bakola levad. Oh, that's what it means in the Gemara in Tainus that we said before. He gave to me his voice, meaning all he gave was the voice, but he didn't give to me, says Hashem, says the Navi in the name of Hashem. He didn't give to me anything more than his voice. He was supposed to give me his heart and his mind, but all he gave was the voice.
Wow.
That's the shliach tzibor she'eno hagun. And then he brings a pasuk in Yoel. Hashem nasan kolo lifnei cheloi. Hashem puts his voice before his assembly, his army. Ulazos af shekaru razal es inyan hatfila avoda shebolev. And accordingly, even though the rabbis of blessed memory, they call they refer to the matter of tefillah as the service of the heart. Im kol zeh, all that notwithstanding, igmaru mikroi dechana ditzorich shiachtoch bispasav. We learn out from the psukim in Sefer Shmuel in regard to Hannah, that when she was davening, the Gemara, the Chazal learn out from there that in addition to a service, the fact that the tefillah is supposed to be a service of the heart, but one has to arois reden. One has to speak out the words that are in his heart. Shiaftoch b'svatsav. In other words, they have to be the words have to be spoken out, and they have to be heard. They have to be heard. Okay. All right. So a round of applause for Perek Yud, chapter 10. Hooray!
Very good. Shkoyach.
Well, we still have 7 minutes. Shall we proceed to Perek Yud Aleph?
Okay.
Alan, you have a Perek Yud Aleph?
I don't have it that way. I'm number 7, but gate 2, number 10.
Okay, right after 10, go to gate 11, and that's where we are right now. The beginning of the beginning of chapter 11. You got that?
Gate 2, chapter 11. And what is written before his army, right? Hints at the great. All right. And what is written before his army hints at the great fundamental principle of the matter of prayer, and that the general principle of its purpose is for us to attend only to add power to holiness. For just as a soldier casts aside all his concerns and personal needs and devotes his life willingly only to the honor of the king, and that he should capture the crown of the specific enemy nation, and that his reign should be exalted, so too it's very fitting for the righteous person to apply his entire intention, and clarity of thought related to his prayers, so as to only increase the strength given to the holy worlds, and to waken the supernal voice with his voice, and to draw down from it blessings and light to all, and to cause the spirit of impurity to pass away from the world, and to rectify the world in his sovereignty, blessed be his name, not in any way toward his own concerns or personal needs. In other words, you have to devote yourself to Hashem.
And we see over here a very interesting thing. We see from this pasuk, he's quoting a pasuk over here. I would like to see where this is a pasuk in Yoel. Hashem, he quoted this pasuk at the very end of chapter 10.
Oh, okay, hold on. Yoel.
Hashem nosan kolo lifnei chelo. Hashem gave his voice before his army. This is Yoel chapter 2, it looks like. I don't know which pasuk it is, but
it's pasuk Yud Aleph.
Pasuk Yud Aleph, okay.
I don't know if I have a copy of that here, though. What time is it? Let me go check.
Yoel should be in Treyasar.
Okay.
Who said okay?
Mayor's going to look for if he has a sefer that has this pasuk.
Okay, let me find it.
Now you got to find where Yoel is in the Treyasar.
Well, if I go to the table of contents, I'll find it. Okay, hold on one second. Yoel. 115. Okay, let's go there. And then we said, what was it? Bet. Okay, Yoel 115. It's bet, and it's Pasuk Yud Aleph.
Yud Aleph.
Okay, so let's see how he translates it. Oh, it's looks like the beginning of a Haftorah. Shabbos Shuva. Wow.
Really?
Yeah, so Yud Aleph, it's go through the Hebrew real quick. Hashem natan kolo lifnei chelo. I think that's what we were talking about. Hashem has emitted his voice before the advent of his army. For his camp is very numerous. For those who carry out his word are mighty. For the day of Hashem is great and very awesome. Who will be able to bear it? Wow.
Okay, so we see over here in the beginning of Perek Yud Aleph, chapter 11, that the Nefesh Hahaim is continuing along with this pasuk in Yoel, and he's expounding upon it, and he says here we see that the pasuk is using the word chelo. Chelo is strength, and the strength is the army. And he says, just think about a person who's an actual soldier in an army. Anshe Achayel. They mashlik remez zeh ha'ikir hagodol shel inin atfila. This, what is contained in this pasuk in Yoel, is an ikir hagodol. This is a major principle of what is the whole tefillah, what's tefillah all about. So this is something that we really need to think about over here. Sheklal kabanasohu, the thing is like this. Lechavin rak lahosif koach bikdusha, that our kavana is, when we are davening, that our whole intention is, with these words that we are saying, is to be mosif the koach I don't want to say a real soldier. I mean, he's a real soldier, but somebody who's davening, according to the pasuk in Yoel, he's also a real soldier.
Right.
So we got two types of real soldiers. Ha'ish anshe chayil. Here we're talking about the physical soldier in the army. Mashlich kol inyonov, b'tzarke atzmo. It's total self-sacrifice, what he's involved in over there. Moser nafsho. He literally is giving his life. Veritzono, willingly, rak al kvod hamelech. For what purpose? For the honor of his king. She'asig hakeser melucha shel oso hamedina v'tanase malchuso. That they're able, that he's a soldier in the army of his king, and he wants to attain and take the crown of the king of the enemy. And kach ru'ui ma'od la'adam hayashar asum kol kavanato v'torah machshavto v'tfilato rak lahosif tas koach bo'olamos hakadoshim. So too, when a person is davening, a person should put his mind and his heart and have pure intentions when he is davening to that what he is that what he's involved in is to like we said before, to add on lahosif tas koach bolamos akadoshim, to increase the power of the holy of the holy worlds above. Orer b'kolo hakola elyon, and with his voice. Now, this is a fascinating thing over here. I think this is a very important thing, and that is why he finished off at the end of the thing over here, at the end of the previous parak. Listen to this. We say, oh, we don't have any time. Okay, we got to go. Okay, we'll continue tomorrow. But there's something very important here about the fact that one has to enunciate the words and speak them out, even though they have to come from the heart. They have to speak them out, because when they're spoken out, that the voice down here awakens the voice, the kol ha'elyon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it sounds like if he doesn't enunciate the words out, then that kol ha'elyon is not going to be awakened. Okay, Yasher Koyach, everyone.
Okay, Yashkaya. Have a good Shabbos, everyone.
You
All
too.
right, have a good Shabbos,
you,
Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good luck with your Shabbos